Hi, I'm Stephanie and this is my home, the 16th century Chateau de Lalande. Lalande was owned for hundreds of years by a family of marquises who were at the heart of French royal life. One of them even had the honour of being sent by King Louis XV to greet Marie Antoinette on her arrival in France. But, far from being a stuffy museum, this chateau is a living home. I live here all the time and am regularly joined by my mother, my family, my friends, and wonderful volunteers from all over the world who help me to lovingly restore this historic home. Welcome to Lalande, a chateau filled with life, love, and laughter. Today we're starting the day in the chapel. Ian's called us all there, where he's lit a candle for us to gather together and have 2 minutes of silence on Armistice Day, as the celebrations that usually take place in the local villages in France can't go ahead this year. It's a good day to see that even the darkest times move on. I think the 2 minutes of silence on Armistice Day means something different for everyone. It's very strange to have a moment of complete calm and reflection, even if it's only 2 minutes in our hectic lives. But for me, every year, it's a time to remember my grandfathers, and particularly my English grandfather, because he spent the Second World War in a Japanese prisoner of war camp. My grandfather never spoke about his time there, but I do know that he was the only one of his friends to survive the ordeal, and he was liberated by the Canadians. They took him back to Canada and kept him there for about a year, just to get his strength back before they felt he was able to return to London. And he was forever grateful to the Canadians. So I'd also like to take this opportunity to thank Canada for what they did for my grandfather. Thank you, and thanks for suggesting this, Ian. This was a very moving start to the day.
It was a nice 11 o'clock moment.
It was really beautiful. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome, and thank you for joining me.
Hello.
Hi, Marie. It's so nice in here with the music and the flowers.
Yeah, and the classical music today.
I love hanging out in the floristry studio.
Even if it's cold?
Yeah, even if it's cold.
Yeah.
Actually, speaking of which, we've been talking about a heating system for Mummy's apartment that would heat this room.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're thinking of maybe putting like a log burner in here with the flues going up to Mummy's. It's a possibility.
That would be warm.
Yeah, can you imagine how nice that would be?
That would be quite lovely.
Yeah, so I'm going to look into that.
I don't mind the cold, but keeps you on your toes. I've got some beautiful dahlias from the garden. You know, you ordered these stunning dahlias, and I'm going to put them in the house. Then maybe one for you in your room.
Oh, thank you! Look at that one.
I know. I thought you'd love that one.
That's my favourite one.
So yeah, actually the dahlia's about to die soon.
Yeah, so it's the end of the season.
I have to pick them.
This is stunning, Maddie.
Thank you. I'm not completely done, but yeah, working on it. It's quite colourful.
We are so lucky to have you here.
Oh.
I feel happy every day that I live with you.
I'm very happy to be here.
Right. Well, I'll let you get on. I've got tea waiting for me indoors.
Have you now?
I have. Bye.
Good. Bye.
What excitement is this, Ian?
Oh, the goodies for me. Being an electrical geek.
I think that they might be goodies for me too.
Well,
I think-
lighting up the outside pagoda.
Yes.
So, new set of lights,
Oh, fantastic.
which I think we'll have to decorate to make a little bit prettier than
Yeah.
the box standard black.
Definitely, we'll have to do something. But the thing is that I used the little fairy lights for Mummy's wedding,
Yeah.
but it's a big job putting them all up, and then they broke over the winter. We had to take them all down. So this time, I want to do it with something properly sturdy.
Yeah, so these ones are all fully weatherproof and windproof,
Yes.
iceproof, etc. So,
And once they're
They should
up, I can
last.
then plant things to cover them.
yeah, well,
plan.
the fixings here are quite short, so when we fix them to the wood, they
Yeah.
won't hang down too much, and this
Okay.
will be covered up. So I think there'll be more of us, and you can swap them out if they.
If they break, that's what I really like the idea of,
So,
being
yeah.
able to just replace what's broken.
So once we have the weatherproof connectors as well, I can get them wired up, but we can hang them now. So
Have you seen this, Selma? It's the lights for the pagoda outside.
oh,
Yeah, they'll be hanging down from all the beams.
okay. Good job. They're shatterproof as well. It just fell on the chair. They're plastic rather than glass.
And we might also then have hanging lanterns between that can have candles in as well. But this is for when we have a party, so that we can light up the whole thing.
You can see what you
Because lanterns would be really pretty hanging down there too. So a mixture of the two, exactly. Yeah, but this is going to be great.
Right, I shall get on with it
Oh, thanks.
after a cup of tea.
Oh, quite right. I haven't had my cup of tea yet today. I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. Look, oh, look,
It's coming.
2 people hovering by the tea station.
I know.
Take your coffee.
Have you tried the gold tea yet?
Yorkshire Gold, no, it just arrived. I haven't had any yet.
So good.
Oh, can I have a cup of that?
Yes.
You have had, yeah.
Have I?
Yeah, yesterday.
Apparently I have had, and it was delicious. I did think to myself yesterday, Philip, what a delicious cup of tea that was.
It does matter
did.
when it's gold.
Okay, so yes, this is what Marie says. Kat and I were just going to order Yorkshire tea.
Yeah.
We thought that would be fine, but Marie said, no, it has to be gold, even though we don't think we can tell the difference.
Definitely tell the difference.
Right, Marie can, so now we're drinking gold. I think you just like the name.
I do. And I like the packaging. I don't like the red stripe, that easy.
So okay, now we know what's going on.
What?
Now the truth
It's
is
all
out.
about the flavour.
Hi.
I know everything I'm doing is a stopgap.
Until we actually make the
Until
China
you actually
pantry.
make the China pantry.
Yeah,
I
but
thought
it's a huge
even
difference.
As it's a stopgap, so I've shoved this in here
Okay.
from the thingamajiggy because I saw this empty space, and I just knew in my heart of hearts that it was just going to get piled on bags. So I thought better a pile inside a cabinet.
Yep, way better.
Yeah. I'm not 100% sure what to do with this painting. What would you like to happen with it? Like,
It could go on the
from
wall.
here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
it's China. It's a
It
China
is.
pantry.
Yeah, and it's very nice. Just doesn't feel like the room deserves it. Yeah, but it is looking better, and I've even portioned off a section of the China pantry for China for you.
Oh, Kat, what a woman. You are a wonderful woman.
Oh, thank you. I really like, and I know this is selfish, but I really like at the minute that I'm the only one who knows where things are.
You're literally the only one.
They were asking for a waffle maker the other day, and I immediately went, yeah.
I didn't even know if we had one. Oh yeah, so no one else even knew that there was a waffle iron. Just like, Kat, do we have a waffle iron?
So I think I'd really like a dymo machine.
The Dymo machine.
Yeah, but not one of the ones that prints out the numbers. I want one of the ones where you literally punch in the letters.
You know we've almost certainly got one
Oh no,
of
I
those,
know.
right? You're aware of that.
I know.
That's
I
precisely
think-
the sort of thing my father would have bought circa 1987.
Perfect. That's exactly the kind of time machine I want. So yeah, I'll go on a hunt for that so that I can label everything. Everything. There'll be a thing in the chateau that's not. If Ruby doesn't run fast enough, then she's going to want to pee. Yeah. So yeah, China.
Yep.
This is TBC,
Okay.
but it will be
Mainly cleaning stuff.
mainly cleaning stuff. This
Yes.
is Project Corner.
Oh, I like what you've done.
So you can pick up anything in here and make a project out of it. So here's a lamp that has absolutely no electrics but weirdly, yeah. Anyway, so
That's a project waiting to happen. I think Dana
bought.
bought that for us
Lamp.
once.
I mean, I can see the resemblance, yeah. And here, is potentially a lampshade for it that's ripped. It was ripped before I did that, I promise. Yeah, that has a big rip in it. So
Yeah, and now it's got a new one around the other side. It's got a little puncture wound now, hasn't it?
It's a really horrible fabric anyway, it's really plastic. And then this, which I picked up, and what did you say, Stephanie?
I just said that its ostrich egg had broken and all we need is another ostrich egg. It used to have an ostrich egg on top.
To which Isabel replied, I'll bring one back from South Africa. Like that was a normal thing to say.
Are you having fun?
Yeah, hasn't she done an amazing job?
Yeah, she did.
She's working on it. She's
Very
working on it, okay?
I just came for one little box to save all the batteries in, and I know that little boxes are here.
Oh, she's very
you changed
excited.
it. You
Someone's
changed it.
given her a
No,
plan.
I didn't. There's already
no,
one
this is the
started.
used ones. Okay.
Oh, is that not used one?
No, I need a little box over here.
Yeah,
Put all the batteries in.
she's correct.
Yeah.
This, you like this?
Wow.
Choose the size.
They're just pretty little tins and
I think
boxes.
No, that's very good.
I think this is a good size.
This is your work working.
And peacock, very good. Batteries are going to live here.
Okay, in the peacock
to know.
box.
Yeah.
When I get the
Excellent.
Dymo machine, it'll say batteries on it.
Very well
Do
done.
you want to see something else I found?
Yes.
Okay. So, I mean, number one, Stephanie, your filing system leaves a lot to be desired.
What's wrong with that?
I mean, there are, things labelled an itinerary from MC Potts. I can't. There are his initials actually, MC.
Yep.
That's really funny. And these extremely important signs.
Important. What on earth is that from?
I don't know. Yeah.
Would you like me to sort that little bag?
Well, I don't think it's up to me to go through MC Potts's itinerary in 2005
Where did he
Flex.
go? What did he do?
to Paris and then
Paris.
Sao Paulo.
Oh, I was with him.
How
Yeah.
exciting. These, your classic papier anti-encrassant. Yeah?
Ah, that's probably for the maintenance room.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely is. And I was about to take it there when I found this, and I was like, I don't think that's papier anti-encrassant. What's that, Stephanie?
I'm unaware of ever having seen. This is not Lalande.
No.
What is? That's amazing.
Chateau de Bois-Morand.
Chateau de Bois-Morand. Bois-Morand. What? Shouldn't Chateau de Bois-Morand have this?
I suppose so. Do you know?
No,
where
never
that
even
is,
heard
or-
of it. No. What? Okay. If any of you know the Chateau de Bois-Morand, we appear to have their plans.
Restoration plans. There aren't.
Looks
there
like 19th century, doesn't it?
isn't a date on it, but yeah, I'd say
Anyone
so.
know the Chateau de Bois-Morand? Wow, what a find! They've got a nice little layout. Kitchen over here. Cellar. Office. It's really just sitting room and dining room, isn't it? The entire chateau is just a sitting room, a dining room, and when you've got a need to pray, you can pop into the chapel. Wow. The entrance hall's in the tower. That's really cool. And then there's
library.
a new wing. Library.
Stairs up to the...
Yeah, stairs and... don't know what
And then
that
here's
says.
the servitude, so...
Servitude.
Yeah, servants.
Well, it's basically a 2 up, 2 down in the main wing. Really like it.
Yeah. So is the stuff in pink the stuff that they're restoring?
Yeah,
or
that's what they must have
building
been adding on. Look, adding all of these bits to like link it and make it usable.
Well, where was
wonder
their
if it was
kitchen
done.
beforehand?
Maybe in the cellars below. This is fascinating.
Nice little gallery.
Well, I would love to see if this chateau did these works. That's a big library they were putting in. So nice. Well, nice find in the sandpaper.
Yeah. So I'm going to hand that to you because
Okay.
I don't think it belongs in this room.
I'll admit that this isn't its final look, this room, but I'm so fascinated by Kat's find that I've come upstairs to my desk and I'm looking up the Chateau de Boismorin online. And it's really exciting because I found it, and apparently it was bought by an American from California in 2016. I don't know if he still owns it, but I mean, I would love to get hold of him and see if he would like these plans. I'm happy to give them to the chateau. And also I've discovered in my research that the chateau dates from the 14th century and did indeed undergo major renovation work in 1867, which is obviously when these plans date from. Isn't it beautiful? And here you can clearly see the little gallery that was added on. There's the library wing. I don't know if they carried on with the dépendance. It doesn't look as though they did. And then the new wing over here. And whilst I'm sitting at my desk, I thought that I'd also show you some of the pictures I've been looking at to get inspiration for the future China Pantry. So possible ideas of what the China Pantry could look like when we've finished it. I've been trawling through ideas on Pinterest and I've taken a lot of inspiration from Bunny Williams's China Pantry, but I also think that I like the idea of closed glazed cupboards so that things don't get dusty. And then I rather like the blue, so I don't know. I'm going between lots of ideas at the moment, but the important thing is that it's got the right storage. For example, these great hangers to have all of the tablecloths neatly stored away and drawers as well to have placemats and cutlery stored too. I am so excited about designing it. Wow, it's all happening in the courtyard. Selma, Diesel, Ruby, Ian, all the other Ians, and Sif. I mean, that's a lot of Ians.
I wish they could do some electrics.
So you're working on the new courtyard lights now, the ones that will light up the fountain?
Yeah. So just put the double sockets in for you. And this is the last one.
This is great, so we can have the chateau one colour and the fountain another colour. Also, it'll be nice to sometimes just have the fountain lit. It'll be much darker for parties.
Yeah.
Be really pretty.
Any light you can choose yourself to turn on or off and change the colours, so, or you can have them all synchronised together.
I've just noticed, has Ruby started following Selma around everywhere as well as Diesel?
I think so.
That's adorable.
He's feeding him something special.
Dr. Dolittle strikes again. Even Thor is there in the corner, just keeping an eye on all of the others. Courtyard's a place to be. Oh, I look forward to seeing these. Maybe we can turn them on soon?
Yeah, we can have a play around with the lights.
Yay!
What are you up to?
I'm just sorting this bed out really. So we'll put an edge in, which is just temporary for now. And which is just the old slates that were around the garden.
Right.
So I'm just now filling it with soil and leaf mould and stuff like that, ready for planting next year really.
Good.
So should be good. Loads of flowers is the plan, so
What kind of flowers?
just annuals, so stuff that just lasts a year and then dies,
Oh, okay.
but really floral and bright,
Right.
you know.
It's a very nice
And
entrance.
so we can change it up every year and it'll look a bit better than just these poor sage which are there. And the roses which aren't doing very well. See how it turns out.
I thought about giving you loads of dahlias, but I think this is so beautiful by itself.
I think you're right.
So you got one for your bedside
Thank you.
table and one for your bathroom.
I love you.
Can I put it here?
Thank you. Yes,
Oh,
thanks.
beautiful and big.
Oh, it's just too lovely.
So pretty.
That's exactly what I want to look at.
All right. I'll put these in here.
What's happening in the house? Tell me all the gossip.
What?
There must be gossip. There's always gossip.
No,
No gossip today.
no gossip. I cannot say it publicly.
Oh! I've just heard a rumour that, not content with transforming the courtyard, there's exciting things happening in the dining room on the lighting front too. So I'm going to run down and see what's happening. Exciting things are happening in here.
Sorry?
What's going on?
Hi. We're
Hello.
trying to
Electrician and a stylist. Is that right?
kind
Or
of.
the other way around?
It's what we need in our lives, an electrician and a stylist. What could go wrong with that combo?
Yeah. So we're trying to hang the chandelier from the ceiling.
Okay.
Instead of leaving it in the bin.
In the
instead of
bin?
leaving it in the barn.
Ah, barn's better than bin, thanks.
I wonder where you got it from.
Yeah.
So we have a major problem in this room because the ceiling rose is not above the table and we cannot put the table under it, otherwise the chairs are too close to the wall. So we have to do some jiggery pokery of moving the chandelier across by a little ribbon. How would it look? Let's see. Can we lower it a little bit more than that?
Well, I've got a 2-metre chain, so you can come right down there if you want.
Okay, that's great. So we can have it kind of low over the table. And Philip, is that pretty much where the table, centre of the table was?
We don't know.
You don't know.
Well, I just measured and I rolled it a bit because I couldn't be on the.
Ladder and
Ladder.
the table. But you think it's approximately
I
that?
think it's right. Yeah. Go on.
Well, I think that looks fine. It's really impossible to tell without the table being in place. But lower over the table could be great. Are you happy to be reunited with your apprentice?
Indeed. Yeah, the electrician's apprentice. He's learning well.
Whilst they're getting on with that, I thought you'd like to see some footage that Mummy and Percy just sent me from South Africa. Looks as though they're having quite a delicious time. What I don't understand is why Mummy starts baking the minute she's not here.
I made you a little cake. You see?
What kind of cake is it?
It's an apple sort of cake.
Apple sort of cake. It's either apple or it's not apple.
It
I
is.
said apple sort of.
Yes, it is apple cake. I can
Apple cake.
vouch that. But I wanted you to see it while it is in one block, because it might not stay like that once I turn it over.
I see.
Okay?
Very well.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Is this an upside
You see,
down
I
apple
never
cake?
baked for you, so I thought, no, it's not an upside down sort of thing, I don't think. It's, oops, I think it has flipped. Whoa. It has flipped, but there is resistance, sweetheart.
Okay.
There is, oh, not too
It doesn't
bad.
look like there's any resistance.
That's a bottom. It's in one piece. I'm very pleased. It's in one piece. It's not bad.
It's very good.
It's not too sweet, which satisfies me greatly.
Tea time with the apple cake, which is very good. And overhead, some welcome storm clouds being built up.
We found a beam.
You found a beam.
Although it's gone tight, but not tight that I can't stop turning it, but it's really tight that it's not coming
It's
out.
not coming out. Well, that's good news. Really good news.
It was we had the mark I made. I was like, well, maybe just like a centimeter to the right of that, and then he put it in the screwdriver,
But
and
it's solid,
yeah,
so it's good.
This is an exciting moment.
is it coming out?
I'm pulling on it as well, just to make doubly sure that it's solid in there. So
This is not the permanent chandelier in here, I just want to say. It's a bit too small, but we have it. We'll put it up somewhere else eventually. And it just means that in the meantime, till we find the right chandelier, we can finally have light above the table.
Isabel will be so happy.
I know, she'll be so happy.
You just have to put the crystals.
Yeah, I've got them here. I found them. When we put the other chandelier along the stairs, she said, "How come you have a chandelier here and not in the dining room?"
So finally, this is it.
Yeah.
The dining room chandelier is going up.
Okay. Is that a good height, or does it need to come down?
Well, I think way lower. I think like at least half a metre lower. What do you think, Philip?
Yeah, it's a bit high.
The whole point is that the table's going to be under it, so it can be low. No one's going to hit their head.
Let's see. This chain, this one, will be attached to there, so it looks like the chandelier has been looped up. I'm just now gonna put on the crystals I found, which were missing. Like there is missing, and this one's fine. But here you can see. Anyway, I found all of them. I will attach them, and then electrical work has to start as well. Okay, so I'm putting the crystals on, and I've always found it weird that there were 2 long loops and the rest is all short. And I just found out with the other one that this one, look, it's just hooked to itself. So when I undid that, I found out, look at this one, just like a small little loop there that they both hook into. You see, you can do it with that one, and that way it's symmetrical again. Quite happy that it will be put back the way it's supposed to be.
So we've threaded through a new cable onto the electrical connections that are internal. We're just putting the last of the crystals together. And then once this is in place, we can put the chain up properly to the right length.
Great.
And then thread the cable through. Or maybe you will.
First time for everything, right?
Yeah. Delicate work. You just don't want to snag it on anything, otherwise
Thing might come down.
thing might come down, and you don't want any kinks in the wire either. So we'll see what it looks like once you've done all the threads through.
It'll be a while.
This looks like a fascinating job.
Absolutely. Mind numbing. Is that fine?
I think that's fine. Okay, just to explain to everyone, it's gone up and down by approximately 5 centimetres each time, like 3 or 4 times. Are we happy now though, Natty? Natty and I have been very difficult about this.
Happy medium.
I think, yeah.
I think that's good, because we want it quite low over the table. What do you think, Salma, about the height?
I think it needs to...
It's good.
I think it's good, yeah. We want drama over the table.
Chain link, that was the other one as well.
Looks amazing.
Yes.
And so tomorrow it will be wired?
Well,
It is wired, it's not connected.
Well, that's what I kind of meant, that the wires would be connected when I said it would be wired. Tomorrow's going to be a very interesting day.
we'll have some lights.
Kat, what is it? What is it?
Well, it's a bit of a mishmash because everyone forgot it was Armistice Day today, so we couldn't get the shopping as we'd planned.
Well,
The
we
fridge is
didn't forget.
completely
Some
empty.
people didn't.
Yeah, we didn't forget.
No.
Yeah,
Did you forget that it's
Yeah, I
French,
totally-
which means
exactly.
that the shops are closed.
I totally
I didn't
forgot the
forget
shops
that,
were shut.
you know,
Yeah.
that it was the 11th of
Yeah.
November.
Yeah.
But I did forget that that meant
Me
the
too.
French would take the opportunity for the day off. So it's a mishmash of essentially what is cottage pie, but
Yum.
every ingredient in it has been substituted.
Nice.
So it's celeriac mash on top, because when we are going to use celeriac, it just looks like a brain and stays in the pantry for years and years.
I actually like it. I really like Celeriac, so this is going
Do
to be
you?
great. Yeah, I
Oh,
do.
really?
Yeah, it's going to be delicious.
Because you do have a thing about vegetables.
No, I was thinking Celeric's fun.
No, yeah, and it should be okay. So it's like this. We had some mince, but not loads. So I used some old burgers that I squeezed up. It's really pleased this is amusing so much. Anyway, so fingers crossed it tastes okay. We're just waiting on the veg.
I think we can.
It's going to be great. It looks amazing. Also, can I just say, Marie laid the table, and wow, it's beautiful. The celeriac mash is a revelation, and that's not an exaggeration, Kat.
That's very kind.
So good.
I'm really pleased this worked out.
Delicious.
Oh, I thought you were shaking your head like,
Yeah, no,
it's
it
not
should,
worked out.
it should always be made with celeriac. No, I think that's fair. Wow, Ian is on a roll today. He's trialing out the new lights. That is going to be pretty exciting. We just have to sort out being able to manage them all simultaneously. We have to download an app for that, but it looks as though it's going to be pretty good. What a day. A huge thank you to all of our patrons at Lalande who are making this vlog possible, especially our Dauphin and Dauphine of Lalande, Yadel and Ether, Alice Allen, Anna, Brandon and John Michael, Dan Bander, Lauren Barnes, Vince Barone, Denise Behrens, Linda C. Bradley, Candice and Ed Borkoski, Clara Butcher, Paulina Calabro, Zoe Dork, Sakura Dennis, Jackie Ellison, Nicholas W. Fairfax, Tracy Ferrari, Elle Fine, Caroline Förster, Abigail Grant, Brenda Harris, Delane Holbrook, Kim Hasselhoff, David and Tong Henderson, Jacqueline Holmes, Jimmy Kemp, David and Summer Lalande, Victoria Lapine, Janet Huff Lombard, Frank Martin, Kim Matlock, Meredith, Robert Miller, Kathy Norrie, JC Award MP, Maureen Palmer, Tamara Price, Amin Rahman, Tonya Renee, Yvonne and Peter Richards, RJB, Bettina Rojek, Hanny Ross, Elizabeth Scanlan, Sven Schreiber, Lisa Schultz, Jennifer Shanks, Patty Suhu, Susan Stevens, Jenny Stevenson, Sarah Thornton, Colleen Troyer, Jessica Walker, Brandy Walton, Laura Watkins, Greg Wood, David Young and Ludovico Zordinazzo. And thank you to all of you.